than usual. But they were all stressed out. You can't, because you're so stupid you can't even read. Jace winced. It wasn't like the words were lies. He was stupid, and he couldn't read. Corey told him that every day. But the words hurt a lot more coming from Rick. Sorry, he mumbled. Rick huffed. Whatever. Just do what I say, okay? Jace hunched in on himself, feeling small even though he was bigger than Rick. At 6'1", he was only a few inches shorter than Corey. But it didn't matter. He couldn't read and could barely write his own name. It sucked to be the stupid one in the family. Okay. Can you tell me what we're picking up for Aaron? Rick pointed at the pregnant lady. Him. Jace frowned. There was a little boy walking next to the pregnant lady. He looked like he was only 8 or 9 years old. Why? Because he can get Aaron out of jail, Rick spat. He's currency. Jace blinked, confused. What? Currency, Rick repeated. That fucking no-name public defender Aaron got can't help him, so we need to do something. We need Aaron back. We need him. Jace was struck by the desperation in his brother's tone. We can't. Rick cut himself off, shaking his head hard. Somebody needs to do something. You're either with me or you're against me. Jace was still back on currency. What are you talking? Shut up and listen. If you don't want to do this, then back the fuck out right now, Rick snapped. I need to be able to depend on you. You can, Jace said, hating his own desperation. But shut up, Rick hissed. He shoved something black and soft into Jace's hand. Jace stared at it. A ski mask, just like the one Rick was pulling over his own head. Put it on, Rick ordered. Now! And then Rick pulled a gun from the waistband of his jeans. Jace gaped. What the fuck? Stop the van! Wild-eyed, Rick grabbed at Jace's arm, making him jerk the steering wheel to one side, and the van veered into the curb. Put it on if you don't want to live in prison with Aaron. I mean it, Jace, now! Stunned into obedience, Jace pulled the ski mask over his head as Rick yanked the passenger side door open and jumped out of the van. The kid on the sidewalk stopped abruptly, turning to look up at the pregnant woman. She looked around with a frown. Don't hurt her. She's pregnant. Please don't hurt her. Dazed, Jace watched as Rick, still holding the gun in one hand, ran up to the pair and grabbed the boy, shoving him under his arm like a football. He'd made it 2 steps when everything went to shit. Rick screamed and dropped to the ground a second before a siren began to wail. Jace looked around, trying to figure out what had happened. Fuck. I have to get out of here. Drive. Leave him. But Jace couldn't do that. Rick was his brother. He'd leave you in a heartbeat. True, but if Jace left Rick and the cops picked him up, 2 of his brothers would be behind bars, and Corey would be even madder. Jace couldn't make Corey even madder. He just couldn't. Making his decision, he burst from the driver's seat and rounded the van. By the time he got to the curb, the kid had rolled out from under Rick's arm and was kneeling on the sidewalk, visibly trembling, and holding Rick's ski mask in his small hand. Shit! Rick's face was out there, for all the world to see. Corey's going to kill us. Run, Elijah! Run! The woman shouted. She grabbed at the boy's shoulder, yanking him to his feet, and Jace glimpsed the weapon in her hand. A stun gun. She'd tased Rick. The woman took off running faster than Jace thought a pregnant woman could run. Elijah, come on! She screamed. But the boy was frozen in place, staring down at Rick. Jace rushed to where Rick lay, and the little boy slowly looked up at him, eyes wide, looking every bit as shocked as Jace felt. Elijah! The pregnant lady shouted from the doorway of the laundromat. The look of horror on her face made Jace...